Hello dear and welcome to the channel Follow Up and Goals. If your life feels uncomfortable, if people don't recognize you anymore, and silence has become your best friend, this video is not random. It means your glow up has already started.
Have you ever had that feeling? Like there's a quiet revolution happening inside of you? Well, that is the real glow up. Not the one you post online, but the one that changes everything from the inside out. So, let's dive in and unpack the 10 signs that you are in the middle of a seriously powerful, totally unstoppable mindset shift. Okay, first things first, we have to get this out of the way right now. If you've got that nagging voice in your head, the one that tells you everyone's lapping you, I really want you to let this sink in. You are not falling behind. See, that feeling of being disconnected or even a little lonely, that's not a red flag. It's actually the opposite. Those are the growing pains you feel when you're shedding an old version of yourself that just doesn't fit anymore. You're not losing a race. You're stepping onto a completely different track. And that's the key, isn't it? A real glow-up has nothing to do with a new look. The transformation that actually sticks is built on these three pillars: the way you think, the things you do every single day, and, this is a big one, what you finally decide you will no longer tolerate. All right, so now we're going to walk through the 10 biggest signs of this whole internal journey. Think of these like little road markers, okay? They're proof that you are absolutely on your way to becoming a more powerful, more authentic version of yourself. First up, let's talk about the single most important relationship you'll ever have. Yep, the one with yourself. You know you're shifting when your biggest fear isn't being alone anymore. It's being distracted from your own growth. Solitude stops being a punishment and starts feeling like a workshop. It's where the work gets done. You've officially stopped running away from yourself and started investing in yourself. And, once you start enjoying your own company, something else naturally happens. You start to value your energy. And that brings us to sign number 2, which is all about how you communicate and what you choose to protect. Oh, this is such a huge shift. The old you probably felt like you had to justify and explain every single decision. But the new you? The new you understands that your energy is just too precious to give away to everyone. You realize that silence is powerful and that not everybody has earned a front row seat to your life. So as you get more protective of your energy, you're probably going to notice your social life changing a bit. And that leads us straight to sign number 3, which can feel a little weird at first until you see what's really going on. If your friend group is getting smaller, please do not panic. You're not becoming a hermit, you're becoming a curator. You are intentionally choosing deep, real connections over a big audience of shallow ones. It becomes about quality, not quantity. You start choosing peace over popularity every single time. Now, this kind of alignment in your life, it requires a new level of inner strength. And that brings us to sign number 4. You're developing the superpower of emotional mastery. This breaks it down so perfectly. See, it's not about ignoring your feelings. It's about letting yourself feel them without letting them drive the car. That little space you create between a feeling and your reaction to it, that pause, that is where all your power is. It's such a rare and incredible skill to build. All right, on to sign number 5. And with that newfound emotional control comes a whole new kind of focus. This one is all about how your ambition starts to change. You've just stopped asking for permission to want what you want. You no longer need a committee to approve your dreams. You start moving in silence, working quietly, and letting your actions speak for themselves. The need for applause just kind of melts away because you're busy building. And when you get that focused on where you're going, you naturally find that your old distractions just don't hit the same. This is sign number 6, and it shows a massive shift in your priorities. You start to realize that the things that used to kill time now just feel like a waste of it. And it's not because you're getting boring, it's because you're getting hungry. You're hungry for progress, and those old habits just can't feed that appetite anymore. So prioritizing your progress also means prioritizing your peace. And sign number 7 is a total game changer in how you handle disrespect. You finally learned that winning an argument is nothing compared to protecting your inner peace. Walking away from drama isn't weakness. It's the ultimate power move. It's you telling the world and yourself that your well-being is not up for debate. Your ego finally takes a back seat to your self-respect. Now, let's be real. Forging your own path, it isn't always easy. In fact, sign number 8 might just feel, well, pretty uncomfortable. And honestly, that's kind of the whole point. Growth is not supposed to be comfortable. It feels heavy sometimes, uncertain, maybe even a little lonely. But deep down, you have this gut feeling that this pressure, it isn't breaking you. It's forging you into something stronger, like steel. This is the resistance that's building your strength. And as you learn to sit with that discomfort, something amazing happens. You start to feel free. Which brings us to sign number 9, and breaking up with the biggest thief of joy there is. The comparison game, it just loses its power over you. You really truly get it in your bones that your journey is yours and yours alone. It can't be measured against anyone else's highlight reel. And accepting that, it creates this quiet, magnetic confidence that is just unshakable. And that brings us to the final sign. When you are truly on your own path, free from comparison, you unlock sign number 10. And this one changes everything about your relationships and how you see your own worth. This is a profound shift. You stop being afraid of people leaving. You understand that if someone can walk away, the best thing you can do is let them. Your energy is no longer about clinging. It's about building a life so full and so true that the right people are just naturally drawn to it. So now that we've gone through those 10 signs, let's just take a breath and reflect for a second on just how far you've actually come. Seriously, try this with me. Go back in your mind for just a second. Think about a past version of yourself, a version that maybe wouldn't even recognize the person you're becoming today. Remember how heavy that felt? The weight of feeling lost, of feeling like nobody really got you, of knowing deep down that you had so much more inside of you than anyone was giving you credit for. But look at you now. The person who is here taking this in, you're different. You're actively doing the work. You are healing, you are learning, and you are quietly, piece by piece, building a whole new reality for yourself. And this right here, this is the most beautiful part of this entire process. It's how quiet and personal it all is. Real lasting change doesn't need a parade. It doesn't need a press release. It's forged in those quiet moments, when you choose discipline when no one's watching, when you get up early, when you choose the hard right over the easy wrong. It might not happen overnight, but I promise you, it's inevitable. The shift inside you becomes so profound that it just starts to radiate out. People around you, they won't know exactly what's different, but they will feel it in your presence. So the last thing I want to leave you with is this. A quiet storm has been brewing inside of you, a force of nature. The world is about to feel your new energy, your new standards, your new power. The only question left is, are you ready?
Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.